Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Rams at 9-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 9 now. It's Dillon again. 9 yards to pick up there. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Rams. 1st down.
Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the tight end goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and goal from the 3.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A final shot before half for Murray. Going for the deep ball. And now here's another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw it up in all these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Bryson Hopkins.
35 yards.
And the Rams are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Arizona.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, Cardinals.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12-yard.
They'll run the option left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Part of the hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare reel.
And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross, 47 yards. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Sloman sets to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray trying again after the pick six. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now?
And now here is another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Murray going to hold on to it once more.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play.
and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
To throw is Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will not make it into the end zone. But a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing